Kara Grimoire, and Jose Canseco.
You dork!
The Nail Gun Massacre on 59th Street.
We're not on 59th Street.
No, but that's where the movie maybe could possibly take place. Will this man die of a nail gun wound?
Maybe.
Did this woman get attacked by a man?
Maybe.
Hours of operation, Monday through Wednesday.
No one cares.
8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Because there's people walking by.
I know.
Thursday to Friday, 8 p.m. to midnight. Saturday, 11 a.m. to Will She Die of a Nail Gun?
Oh my god.
Welcome to the Ritz of Horror. I'm done.
Or you can just give us your thoughts on the movie, what you think it might be.
I haven't seen it.
Neither have I.
There's a guy that has a nail gun. And it makes me think of that. I don't know which one it was.
I'm just so used to massacre stuff, I keep trying to call it Texas Nail Gun Massacre.
Who knows if it happens in Texas?
I don't think so.
It happens in Nebraska. The Nebraska Chainsaw Nail Gun Massacre.
There's no chainsaw, as
the
far as I
Nebraska
know.
Nail Gun Massacre. Oh, you need a card key to get in there. Dun dun dun.
I don't know what that is.
But, I don't know. And, oh no, it reminds me of one of the deaths in one of the Final Destinations, where some, I think it's a chick, is sitting, like, on a pile, or near some, like, some construction equipment or something, and then a lot of stuff falls, and then the nail gun behind her just goes, and she's like, and that's what happens, and that's how she dies in that one. So that's what it reminds me of. And it was like, ugh. That's how it was. Because I don't know how long the nails were, so.
So it was an emo death?
I guess. Maybe.
She's like, I'm dead. Ugh.
Do you remember the movie?
No.
Oh, okay.
I saw the first 3, but it's been forever. And I only own the first one, so. What are you doing?
The time.
Oh.
Okay, let's go. It's cheaper than a chainsaw. Nail Gun Massacre. A very penetrating story.
Penetrating.
That's what it says right there on the poster. You'll see in the video.
Don't forget the lubricant.
Yes, I know you're in the picture. So what do you think? We haven't seen it yet. What are your initial thoughts after seeing the movie poster?
My nose itches.
Dang. Don't itch it with a nail gun. Dun dun dun.
Just really curious, like I told you earlier. Found out about it earlier last week, never heard of it, but just a chance to see a rare screening is always appealing.
Cool. Do you know the director?
I honestly haven't looked into any of that yet, but I will later.
Cool. Do you think it could be similar to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
No.
Very nice.
But I keep fighting the impulse to call it the Texas Nail Gun Massacre.
Texas Nail Gun Massacre. It's very penetrating.
That sounds dirty.
Well, that's what it says on the back. And there's a dead lady on the bottom of the poster. Do you think there's a sequel to this movie?
No.
Would you want to make a sequel to this movie?
No.
How many nail guns have you handled in your life?
None.
I think I've handled one once.
Only a hammer, but I always get my thumb.
It wouldn't sound as intimidating if it was the hammer and nail massacre versus a nail gun.
Well, what if it's the hammer and golf ball?
Hammer and golf ball? That'd be weird.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts before we sit down and watch the movie?
I hope it doesn't suck.
And if so, it's okay, because it was $1.
Exactly. That's my consolation.
It's always good to broaden your movie knowledge. Here we go.
That's why we're here.
The Nail Gun Massacre.
much difference between what was in the script, story-wise, and what ended up on the screen?
What I saw was a lot more of the same, more girls, more breasts, more nail guns.
Actually, I never saw a script. I've never read Nail Gun Massacre script. I've never seen it. I don't know what it is. Do you have a script? I've never saw one. All I think was I was standing out there next to me, I was playing the dog.
Terry actually copyrighted the script, and you can look it up on the copyright website. It's called Construction Kills original.
He had a sense of humor, didn't he?
Anybody else?
I don't see any more questions.
All right. Well, we actually had a few things to give up the audience.
Yeah. Got some nail gun T-shirts and DVDs. Anybody want some? First off, you guys have any trivia questions about the movie that you care to pose to the audience to win these prizes of unspeakable value?
The girl that was the other girl, she was actually a blonde. She had a brunette wig on. I think, did I mention that already? Running out of material.
Well, anyway, I'm going to wind this down right now, but thank you guys very much for doing this. And one of the things that impresses me and continually brings me back to films like this is that they never cease, to be entertaining. And there are films out there that are, they cost exponentially more, $300 billion or more, and they don't even come close to being as entertaining or as enjoyable as this. So thank you guys for doing this film.
Thank you.
I appreciate you coming out and watching this thing too. Appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
I tell you what, on your way out, I'm going to have my lovely wife just hand out some stuff, and when we run out, we're done. How's that sound?
What's know about your belt buckle?
It's silver. When a guy asks me, I said, "Oh, it's just a sand cast." When a lady asked me, I said, "It's the Aztec sign for virility."
Anyway, thanks again for coming out, everybody. And I don't know if Zach will be back next week. We may Skype it in. Thanks.
We're gonna have to fight our way down there right now.
It was funny whenever they had the dramatic parts of music when nothing was even going on.
Like when the two girls were walking through the woods.
No, not even that part. Way early, like when the dude was like he was just. Remember, was it that police officer with the beard, and he would like walk up to the car or something, like I can't remember exactly, and then it'd be like and then like it would stop, and then he'd just continue walking.
He just randomly reminded me that other scene. I thought that was hilarious. Was that hitchhiker standing on the side of the road? He was just flipping the bird instead of doing the thumbs up sign.
Mm-hmm. I thought he was doing the hitchhiker thing first and then flipping him off.
He was doing it the whole time.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That doesn't make sense.
And then like the hearse drives by, and he's like all enthusiastic, like really like jutting his finger out and shoving his arm. I don't remember if he cussed or not. And then like the hearse stops and he walks up to the window. He's like, "Oh, thank you, man," and blah 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 blah. And then he gets shot by the nail gun. But yeah, I'd have to go with the hitchhiker and that car makeout scene because, like I said, they repeated the song twice, and then like the people weren't even moving really, and the car was like shaking like it was an earthquake or something.
They were shaking the car for them.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they say at the interview that the hitchhiker was like the director or something?
No, I don't remember.
It's either the hitchhiker was the director, or the hitchhiker was like a real complete stranger that happened to be on the set or something.
I didn't catch that.
That's what they were saying. at the interview afterwards.
I thought it was funny though that one scene at the grocery store where they said what that woman was like a producer or something,
No.
and then if you pay attention, she was actually just reading the script. She didn't even memorize her lines.
No, it was the old lady cashier.
That's what I said.
She wasn't the producer. She was the mother of the producer.
Okay, the mother of the producer.
She was like the mom of the guy that made the movie, and she wasn't even supposed to be the cashier lady. So that's why she was like flipping through the pages, and she's like, "Well, I'll be like."
I like that part about the mosquitoes and the people dying. I forget how the line goes.
She's like something about like, you remember the day when you would go outside and no mosquitoes or killers would bother you, or something like that.
I love that.
That's what she
hilarious.
said. She's like, so that, and you remember the day when no mosquitoes or killers would bother you, like nonchalantly, like there's like as many killers as there are mosquitoes outside in the world. I was like, well, outside in her world, not in the entire world. I'm pretty sure there may be half as many killers as there are mosquitoes.
I don't know. I suck at numbers.
So, but anyways, yeah, that was that line.
I think it's really cool though, that guy that runs the Texas Frightmare Weekend, he actually knew the director.
Yeah, they said the director passed away.
Yeah, that sucked. But they were actually friends, peoples.
Mm-hmm. And the girl that played the victim at the very beginning, she was there after the movie, or during the whole movie viewing experience that we watched. And the same with the doctor. He was there. And they're old.
Well, the victim lady wasn't really in the movie. She got raped at the beginning, and then you saw her like a little bit in the middle of the movie for like 5 seconds, and then she got the most screen time at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And what I think was hilarious was like whenever they would do like the sex scenes in the movies, people still had like their pants on or their underwear on, and I'm like, really? Is that how you do it?
Or at the beginning where like the cameraman just stayed at the boobs for like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, he like zoomed in when she was standing in front of the camera.
And it was just like, weren't. And she's like.
Yeah, combing her hair.
And then it's like, okay, next.
And then like when she was laying down on the bed and he zooms in again.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, dude, we saw them. They're nice. Moving on.
It's pretty silly. All of the scenes could have definitely been trimmed down, like time-wise, or they didn't have to show every single aspect, like the car driving off and turning onto the highway, and then driving some more.
They could have just cut.
Mm-hmm. But that was back in the day. I mean, when, I don't know, people could do whatever
When
they
people
want.
actually cut strips of film manually instead of going through digitally and editing.
And they said all of this was one take.
Well, I don't know if that was really true.
And that's what he said. The actor.